If you've ever wanted to see the pyramids, this might just be the right time. Normally, even in summer, you'd have to make your way to them through crowds of tourists, tour buses, guides and hawkers. Not now. Since the revolution, there's been a steep decline in the number of tourists, more even than following previous terror attacks.
This is the worst. We've been through Luxor incident. We've been through the Gulf War, the first and the second. We've been through a lot of accidents that took place between Cairo, Sharm el-Sheikh, Sinai. This is by far the worst.
Cairo has been by far the hardest hit. This time last year, the occupancy rate at the Ramses Hilton was between 90 and 100%. Now it's under 30. In other parts of the country, some hotels have even shut, although that's not the case in Cairo, at least so far. Here at the Hilton, they've been trying to lessen the impact on their staff by paying them what they would have usually received from the service charges the hotel puts on its bills.
From the beginning of what we are going through at the moment after the revolution, our company, being Hilton, and the owning company made sure to subsidize the pay of the team members so they do not feel the difference, which I think is an extremely good thing. But this does not stop them from worrying on the future, because how long this will continue, how far can we sustain such aid?
The country's resorts along the Red Sea have fared better, yet visitor numbers have still fallen by 40 to 50%. There's no doubt that across the industry, people are suffering.
Everybody now is cutting costs everywhere. No single exceptions, manager or office boy. Everybody is cutting costs, is trying to survive.
And since tourism contributes such a large part to the economy, the downturn is being felt throughout the whole country.
Almost 11% of the GDP is due to tourism. Last year we had more than $12.5 billion as tourism income. And we have more than 2.5 million persons working directly or indirectly.
The industry has been an important generator of new jobs. The Tourism Authority claims that 200,000 jobs are created for every extra million people who visit Egypt. And with the official figure of unemployment standing at over 10%, it's vital that the tourists are persuaded to return.
We should concentrate more on the safety, and we concentrate that Egypt is a safe area where everybody can travel, and to show that there is no fear whatsoever, and to promote the beaches and the fun, the families, to be more resort for families.
Recently, things had started to improve.
We started back in February being 80% below the figures of the number of tourists in February of last year. Right now in June we're down 28% exactly. So there's an obvious improvement.
The problem for the industry, however, is that the demonstrators are back on the streets, claiming that the goals of the revolution are being betrayed by both the government and the military. This time the protesters say they're not leaving until they see some real change. This is not the sort of image of Cairo the tourist authority wants to present to the rest of the world. The thing is, though, the protesters here are peaceful, they're non-violent and respectful of the few stray Western tourists wandering around. In fact, as long as the square doesn't come under attack, there's probably no safer place in Cairo at the moment. Nevertheless, many in the industry would like them to keep a lower profile. Yahya Talat has been driving a taxi for 28 years. He supported the revolution, but has a message for the protesters.
I won't say him, I hope everybody go to home, everybody go to find his work, because any country sees his picture or in TV or something like this, 2 million or 1 million or 10,000 persons stay in one place, people pray about this.
Magdi Hosseini owns a shop selling papyrus and oils just beside Tahrir. Despite the fact his income has plummeted, he believes the protest should go on.
What we can do, that's nothing for free. Revolution, we must pay the bill. Most of the people pay the bill, which working with the tourism, they pay the bill. They gave long time, since January 25th till today, nothing finished. We need to finish. When they finish, the country starts.
The protesters naturally have a different take on their impact.
You've had a government and a military council that has been pushing xenophobia on the population like crazy. Talk about spies and foreign elements. Foreign elements, this is a country of tourists. You want tourism back, yet you're actually making population hostile towards them. Are you insane?
And to the dismay of the industry, the government has recently changed the visa law. Tourists are now allowed to stay only 1 month. The new rules will have a serious impact, not least on those who've decided to retire to Egypt or have bought second homes.
I think that it is our duty as a Ministry of Tourism to change it, and we'll do our best to change it. Effectively, I don't know what was behind such a decision, and I think it is feasible to change it another time.
People have been visiting Egypt for thousands of years. In the long run, the recent turmoil thrown up by the revolution will be forgotten. For those working in the tourism industry, though, that time can't come soon enough.